in the light heavyweight division, and we are scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Let's meet the fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, representing Bedlam BJJ and Stoke Thai, it's Joffie Houlton. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Tap Out Knockout, it's Iain Rollason.
So down bout number 11 on a card that's predominantly lightweight or lower. You may, for the one and only time this evening, sound the unit alarm. Iain Rollason is an absolute colossal light heavyweight, just stood to our right here. Joffie Houlton, a good size himself. So don't blink, ladies and gentlemen, as this could end quickly. Rollason, I know he's got a history of BJJ, does love to grapple, so depends on how he wants to take this bout. Whether he wants to take it down to the mat or stand up. Good knee from Houlton.
Beautiful knee from Houlton there. Rollason's got quite the following and quite a character, as it seems.
Yeah, Rollason just using that weight to lean on Houlton. Clearly the bigger man. Houlton sort of...
You can see him just slipping those arms under, maybe looking for a bit of a face bar esque maneuver.
The left arm sort of got the underhook, so doesn't look like he's hunting the submission. Looking for the ankle pick is Rollason.
Just dropping down low, but Houlton quickly to bring his head back up.
Rollason just quite content on controlling the head of Rollo.
Looking for that arm in kind of guillotine position to...
Yeah, Rollo doing the correct thing, just pushing his head up. Now he's out. Now, is he going to break here? He does throw a right hand.
And we've gone to that over-under position right now. A lot better for Houlton as opposed to the ankle pick that he nearly succumbed to earlier.
Yeah, Rollason again looking just to get the underhook, control the head, looking for the possible face, but if it's there, he seems quite comfortable here with his back against the cage, does Houlton.
Yes, he does.
Looking to get out of there. And escaping round the back door, looking to pull Rollason down, but Rollason's a mammoth, like I said. He eventually does get him down and gets one hook in.
Oh, like wrestling an elephant, that. It looked like you were going to put everything into it and give him a lift, but he managed to drag him to the floor, and he's fighting for that second hook.
Which he gets in now, and the body triangle.
Now, Rollason needs to look to maybe put the pressure on the other side, because he's not doing himself any favours right now, especially with that colossal midriff he's got.
Oh, like I said, Rollason quite comfortable on the mat. So, like I say, he's not panicking here, he's not rushing. Houlton trying to posture up to land some shots. If he's going to try and stay on the back in that position, he was going to have to break the body triangle.
And we could be looking for like a setup from armbar from back here. Houlton keeps on looking to isolate Rollason's right arm, but obviously he's got the body triangle in. We've just had the last 10-second clock go, and Houlton looking to unload a little bit of punishment before the end of the round.
Houlton looking to score some points. I think he knows he's not going to tap Rollason with 10 seconds to go. So round one is in the books.
A little bit of a slow start to round, Chris, but he got going in the end, and Houlton just biding his time really against the cage. Nothing really going in the favour of either until Houlton managed to take the back.
Not really much to sort of... I'm trying to think how to say it. There's nothing shown from both fighters yet to sort of know how it's going to go in the next two rounds.
To separate the two.
Like I say, Rollason, he pushed his man against the cage. I think Rollason was probably thinking he would have the upper hand in the grappling department, maybe not thinking Houlton was as good as he was, effectively with his back to the cage. He was quite happy to get the underhook, control the head, and effectively just nullify that. Now, when the opportunity presented itself, Houlton ended up on top, and I don't think Houlton his ground game was good enough to effectively think, well, I'm in a winnable position here. And Rollason just basically spending 60 seconds of the first round, just holding him off. So, like I say, not much action. So it'll be interesting now if they start standing to see how round 2 starts and how this fight progresses. Good right hand from Rollason.
And he's looping
Big
that
right
right
hand
hand
again. Yeah,
there.
he's throwing them.
See the sweat splash off Houlton's head there, but he returns with a right leg kick, sorry.
Yeah, chopping low kick from Houlton. Looks for a head kick on that occasion. Rollason equal to it. Good stiff jab. Now again, looks to change levels. This time he's successful.
That's it, the cage isn't in the way.
He masked it, threw a couple of short jabs. A little bit, a little bit obvious. It looked like he was trying to goad his opponent, think he was doing something. But again, Houlton's more than comfortable off of his back. He's not panicking. Rollason, nice though, looking to pass.
And Houlton just elevating him, looking for that leg.
Big
but
left hands, I was going to say.
he's backfired a little bit because Rollason's in a position where he can unleash that size and power.
Yeah, I was going to say Houlton sort of rolled through looking like he was attempting a knee bar. But like I say, Rollason's weight, heavy hips, just sort of sat in on that, nullified it, and then unleashed hell, as you said, Dan.
Yeah.
So Rollason again now in half guard, looking to pass.
And he's got that underhook on the right side.
Yeah.
His left arm underhook, and he's going to look to kind of like, if he lets go, look to scoot to a hip and shoot out, but Rollason wise to it.
Yeah, knee shield goes in from Houlton. Don't know if he's going to look to sweep, but like I say, he's got the overhook around the head of Houlton.
And Rollason just keeps on going back to that left leg of Houlton's just to kind of pin it down and shimmy out, but back to half guard we go, and he looks nice and heavy on the hip.
Yeah, he's just trying to pull his head free, posture up. Rollason's now in the position where he wants to be. If he can, I was going to say if he can sort of pull away here, sit up a little bit, he may be able to get a few strikes off, but Houlton probably smelling the danger. Just grabs hold of his man, hoping for a stand-up here from the referee.
A lot more activity from Rollason this round, and obviously securing the takedown in this round as opposed to the last round.
Yeah, and doing enough to stay on top. He's not landing anything of
Extreme
significance,
yeah.
anything of great substance, but the body shots are allowing him to keep this position. Houlton's effectively holding on. He's not in a position where he can actually improve his position. He's just basically looking to hold on to half guard. And this will suit Rollason. First round was close, he probably lost it.
Yep.
Based on sort of the back take and the submission attempts from Houlton. So he'd be quite happy to tie things up here with a round to play. 10 seconds comes in.
And not really expelling too much energy, you know, it's the man fighting on the bottom that's creating the movement right now.
And the man on the bottom sort of having to do more. He's effectively holding Rollason, so...
I say that though, Rollason's just taking a big deep breath.
So, I mean, on our unofficial scorecard here at Cage Side, if you are watching on pay-per-view, we have Honest Steven going into the third and final round. Bedlam, BJJ and Stoke ties. Joffie Houlton, 2-2 thus far in his amateur campaign, taking on Iain Rollason. Even again, 1-1 from tap-out knockout. And it's quite apt that they are even in records, because they're showing that they're even in ability at the moment.
They are indeed. It's again, you know, they weren't much to separate the two in the first round, and we kind of hit a little bit of a stalemate, but playing in the opposite man's favour in the second round. You know, Rollason took that. Wasn't much doing from the half guard. There were a couple of heavy shots landed, but you know, the story was he was fighting to get out of half guard, kind of accepted half guard and sat on the hip, and Houlton doing enough just to kind of like hold on and not expose himself to any real danger.
Yeah, spot on, Dan, and here we go for round number 3. Light heavyweight action, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds.
Joffie Houlton coming forward, landing 1, 2, 3.
So who is going to take the bull by the horns and insert their dominance on this third round? Look to take this contest away from their opponent. Again, we find ourselves where we were in round number 1. Rollason looking for the takedown. Houlton looking
and a nice Kimura grip sweep there from the takedown for Houlton.
Yeah,
not quite secured the sweep. But if he can scoot his hip out and get on top, now he's in a beautiful side control position.
I was going to say, why doesn't he throw the strikes? Because he was in a fortunate position where Rollason's only defence was his right hand stopping Houlton roll through. He threw the strikes, Rollason let go and he rolls through, and now he's got the back. He's just not, he's got one hook in.
But he's got a lot more time to work with in this round as opposed to the first, Chris.
Rollason needs to turn in. He does. I'm going to say he risks giving his back away there, and to the crowd, they're happy to see their man now in top position. Houlton throws the legs up. He doesn't seem to be mustering
nothing
submission offense, no.
But he's got a nice grip on Rollason's left arm there. He's just got to watch out for that. He slips the triangle through, but Rollason wise to it, postures up, passes
into side control. Risky business there as the armbar almost coming in for Houlton, but now Rollason's in a position where he can pass. If he steps his right leg across, he's got knee on hip. He's going to end up in mount.
At this stage, you don't really want to be looking to do that. He's got his back turned to him. He could set up everything from here. Stepping over to mount may expose the half guard.
He runs the risk now. I was going to say if he postures up, Houlton turning back in, which effectively happens, but he's effectively rolled in. He's got the knee, the shield in, but Rollason's, if he pulls back, he's got that left hand free. He wouldn't need to use body shots, but Houlton wise to it and reclaiming. He's got a butterfly guard on this side.
Very interesting fight so far. You know, it goes one of two ways with big guys. It's either out in 3 seconds or...
it's either chaos or a technical display. And this one has been a very technical display. Both guys showing that they effectively counter each other out in every aspect of the game. Now, if I was Rollason's corner here, I'd be saying there's a seconds countdown. You're probably, saying last 30 seconds, somewhere near. You're winning this round. Just do enough. We mentioned in an earlier fight, there's the 10-second clacker. Win via rulebook at this point. He's done enough. He's opening up, trying to score late on as the crowd roar their man.
And there's nothing to lose now. You've just got to finish strong. And they both love it. Look at that sportsmanship right there.
And for me, Rollason has just done enough. We had it one apiece going into the third and final round. It was nothing of great substance, but it was a back and forth. Rollason pushing his man in for a takedown on the third. Houlton taking the back. Reversal from Rollason, and then him spending probably at least half of that round in top position. So I think basically for time in the more dominant position, probably Iain Rollason nicks it.
But Houlton's got his arms in the air.
He's pretty comfortable with that. So it'll be intriguing to see how the judges score this. Like I said, technical display from both fighters, but it will be the judges who score this one, and our MC, Lee Nicholson, will crown our victor.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please show your appreciation for both men in the cage? And so, after 3 grueling rounds, we head to our judges' scorecards, where we have a unanimous decision for your winner in the blue corner, Iain Rollason. And your appreciation, please, for Joffie Houlton.